in there somewhere. Come out, you bastard, you. Come on. All right, so if that's the way you want it. This is war. I'll get you frigger, you. I'll get you. Even if I have to wait till me dying day, I'll nail you.
How you, Jack?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Caught your finger, did you?
Yes, I caught my finger.
Sore thing that you.
I know it's a sore thing.
More careful setting them traps.
I'm trying to be more careful, but how can I with people creeping up behind me when I'm performing a sensitive operation like this?
A sensitive operation? Will you swear to the surgeon you were? Isn't it only setting a bloody trap, yeah?
It's still a sensitive operation, and I'm nearly after taking the bloody finger off myself.
Now, be for so is it your own fault.
What?
But after saying it, I'm nearly after taking the bloody finger myself, you said. You didn't say Bridie's after taking the finger.
You're twisting my words.
I don't know why I come here at all. Abuse is all I get.
And you're paid to come at me.
Paid? Don't throw that at me now, the few shillings I get from the Western Health Board to be washing your old gibbles and keeping this house clean. Paid.
Look at Bridie, you're way over the top. You know that?
All the money in the lottery wouldn't make up for looking after a spitting old weasel like yourself. Not to mention that antichrist of a brother of yours next door.
Right, you're in a phone booth this morning.
Here, give me your bloody finger that put it on.
It's all right.
Look, if you think I'm going to be listening to you for the rest of the week, shouting and complaining about that finger, give it here to me. Will ya? Oh, just steady for God's sake. Here you are now. Good as new.
Thanks.
Well. What are you using for bait?
Cheese. Cal bloody Rita.
Cheese.
And what else would I use?
A little bit of meat, maybe.
Jesus, mate. I haven't made to feed myself now when I'm here. Jesus, I hate bloody rats.
Are you sure it was a rat?
Of course it was a rat. Didn't he keep me awake half the night with his screeching?
Wasn't a rat, so?
Are you trying to tell me I don't recognise the screech of a rat when I hear it?
It was rats, you heard. Not a rat. Rats.
Jesus, you mean there's more than one?
If he was on his own, what would he be screeching for? You don't be screeching unless you have something to be screeching at.
Rats aren't like humans.
Look at animal or human. He wouldn't be screeching at himself, would he? No. And there's the female too.
Jesus. Breathe.
Yes, breathing. That's what generally happens, you know, when there's two.
Well.
Careful now. Take Daisy.
Look, I wish you wouldn't look at me when I'm doing a thing like this. I hate people looking at me
I'm
when I'm doing...
only trying to help
Well,
out.
don't.
All right, I won't bother me head, but I tell you, a bit of chocolate might be better.
Chocolate now, is it? First it's made and now it's chocolate. Is inviting them to feckin' dinner, yeah? Jeez, you might as well give them the feckin' soup as well.
Now will you stop taking the holy name in vain, will you? Will you?
Oh, Jesus, easy, Bridie, will you? Soften your cough, you bastard. Like drop a tea.
I'll get it myself if I do.
In the fish, maybe.
What time is
Fresh from the river.
Well, a bit of trout is nice, but that's too greasy. You're not meant to suffocate him in lard. I don't want that. It's too greasy.
It's nice when you dip the bread in.
It's bad for you.
I'm going to tell you, after eating it like this for the last 60 years and has never done anything on me.
It'll clog up your arteries.
What are after it?
The veins to your heart.
There's no after it out in my time.
Wasn't there always arteries? That's Dr. Michaeal, he'll tell you.
Oh yeah, Dr. Michaeal. The new doctor with everything on the computer. This is bad for you. This is bad to kill you. There's only one way to find out And it'll kill you nowadays, and that's it, nothing at all, and you'll die of infected starvation.
Well, it's way so if you like. End up in the hat condition like your brother Petey for all I care. It's your own funeral. Martin is there.
Is he? From New York, is it?
Well, isn't that where he went in the first place?
Were you talking to him?
No, I saw his car outside Petey's.
Oh, yeah. Giving his report, I suppose.
The interest Petey will have in his report. Skiving off for 3 weeks and all the work that has to be done. That's all that's bothering Petey. No thought at all for his poor wife.
Ex-wife.
Ex-wife. Ex-girlfriend.
Needs a break.
Well, anyone that has anything to do with Petey needs a break. Every second week, not mine once a year.
I don't understand why you ever came back from New York to this place.
Well, I don't know in the name of God. All them skyscrapers all lit up. The city that never sleeps, I want away. The city that never sleeps.
What are you talking?
Frank Sinatra in the song. New York, the city that never sleeps. I had relations there myself once, you know.
Yeah.
Even asked me over for a holiday.
Did you go?
Aye, how could I go? And I looking after the owls, sure I couldn't leave them.
Well, the old set her dead for donkey's years, for God's sake.
Yeah, but didn't the Yanks die before them? That finished New York for me. If I was in New York, then I wouldn't leave it.
Might be different if you were inheriting 170 acres.
That's a big if now then. I hope to be lucky for him.
I hope so.
Luckier than it was for you.
Yes, luckier than it was for me.
And for Petey.
He reaped his own reward, Brady.
Lord, but doesn't you fierce bitter all the time?
Well, wouldn't you be if you were in my shoes, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm fine. For a week or a month or a year, but God Almighty, 40 years, that fierce hair one. I'd be exhausted from bitterness.
Not if you hated enough, Brady.
I need to stop that kind of talk with you. Will you stop? I better clean this place. It's like a bloody cow shed.
It was a cow shed.
And what do you get, of course, when you spend all your time fishing?
Helps me to pass the time. What else is there to occupy me?
Well, why didn't you hold on to that building job so it might grinning?
Getting too old. It's too heavy for me. Wasn't fit for it anymore.
Well, look, this place clean is hardly too heavy for you, is it? And 'tis me that has to answer to the health nurse. 'Tis me that'll get the blame, you know.
Look, I look after her. Clear away, but Jesus, stop moving things around. Leave things as they are. Yes, they are. I couldn't find anything at you. Everything in the wrong place. Spent half the morning looking for the shagging teapot.
What's it under the sink where it should be?
No, under the rain, over there. That's where it should be. Over there.
Beside the rats, is it? Do you know what it is? And the next thing they'll be drinking your tea. And with the soup as well, that'll make 4 courses. Who's inviting them to dinner now? Are you finished this here?
I am. I've lost my appetite talking about arteries.
Push in.
And stop feeding them useless sprinkers they cat out there do nothing but sunning themselves, 3 or 4 of them.
6 of them.
And recycling themselves in a bloody place crawl.
Here, get rid of your own out slop soul. That's the way you feel. Put it wherever you want. Don't blame me if you can't find it. You dirty thing.
Come on.
Where's your all washing?
From the bedroom.
Well, go into the bedroom and get it. I'm not going in there. God knows what I might find in it. Is it all there?
Yes.
Underwear and all?
Yes.
Are you changing every second day like I told you?
I am.
Well, I hope you have. Julie Martin Martin down at the laundrette making out all the Dads and Grogans wouldn't take the yell off them. In fact, she was wondering why you bothered to put them into a bag at all and said they nearly walked down to her.
The right sort of plastic bitch.
Always aimed at me, of course, always talking about bad housekeeper. What does she expect me to do? Pull them off you,
What are you doing that jacket for?
I'm bringing it
no,
down.
you're not.
Stink right
I
rotten.
don't care. It's not to be touched.
What's all the fuss about? Isn't it only a
Don't
cursed
touch
jacket?
it ever, right?
All right. If I see I'm not the only one that got out of bed the wrong side this morning. I'm going to set the cost of the laundrette now and get you two winnings for yesterday.
Did he win?
He did 15-2, a short head.
That's 8.50.
Less 3.50 for the laundrette. And £1 for my commission on winnings over a fiver. £3 for you.
Four. The commission is a bit steep, isn't it?
Isn't it me that picks the winners, isn't it? And do I charge you a commission when we lose, do I? Do I?
No, you don't. Well, who the hell ever heard of charging a commission for losing people's money? I mean, geez, that makes no economic sense at all.
Pick them yourself, then, if you're that begrudging.
Right. You're the so-called expert. And for today.
No. Today's Newmarket, I know nothing at all about the English meetings. The Irish ones, though, that's where you make the money, I'm telling you. The colour maybe next week.
All right. Whatever you say. How are you two?
Oh, Martin, back in one piece to us.
How was your trip?
As good as can be expected, Jack.
What's the news from New York about your mother?
So. She had another bout of chemotherapy a few weeks ago, I'm afraid. To be honest with you, I was a little shocked when I saw her at the airport, Jack. God, she looked an awful lot frailer than last time.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Like all good doctors, Jackie, he didn't commit himself. A year at the outside, he said, barring a miracle.
And maybe you should have stayed on fighting longer, so.
No. And Kate and Uncle Pat called to see her every day. She's in good spirits, you know. And then I told her I'd call over at Christmas again to see her.
Oh, Lord, but isn't the cancer a curse too?
Yeah. Anyway, listen, enough of the bad news. Guess what? I have presents for you.
I wish. What you go spending your money on those for?
Something special for you, Jack. And a nice little one for you too, Riley.
No, it's lovely.
I shouldn't have. Well, how do you know it's lovely?
Well, I know when it is lovely.
Well, what do you think?
What is it?
What does it say?
A bit of the outside.
Yours, Jack.
Just what I've always wanted. A tin of Irish fresh air.
$3 a piece.
You paid $3 for this empty tin?
It's not empty, Jack. It's got sparkling Irish fresh air inside.
Yeah, tell me another one.
$3 for a bit in at all.
Well, what do you think?
The damnedest things I ever saw.
Jack, $3 for a bit in the turf. That's a bit burdened in a few minutes.
And $3 for a tin of knock.
Well, that's the way you feel about your bloody presents. I go back again.
Look, pepperoni.
Now look at it, Toad. Come back. They're all right.
Oh, pepperoni, haven't you? Got
So I couldn't wait to see the expression on your faces. No, they're only souvenirs. Wait till I show you. Jack, Calendar's best at fishing with Friday, I think you'll like this one.
Auntie Dad, I don't catch fish with this, and I'm no fisherman at all.
Oh, Lord Almighty, they're beautiful. A rosary beads. Oh, real pearls.
Well, they're taste actually, Friday.
Oh.
They look good, don't they?
Oh, and the beautiful cross. Well, I'm bound to get into heaven now.
Can you open up Mass next Sunday?
Well, indeed, I will not. I'll spare these and use the old ones. I'll spare these now for a very special occasion.
What occasion might that be now, Brady?
For when I'm laid out. When they close the eyes with the lash time, and they cross my hands across my breast like that, when they put these beautiful beads out between my fingers, and with the big cross sticking out, all the mourners passing by, and there were thousands of them, because I'm so well known. Well, their eyes will popping out their heads, so they will, with envy. Julian Martin down for Lawrence should be as sick as a parish with imbeciles. A very special occasion.
We'll be all there too, Brady, so we will. Won't we, Jack?
We'll be all there, Martin. All there to celebrate.
You might be there, but I'll hardly expect you to be there. Should you spare the expense of buying a new jacket?
Now, watch it. Here, listen, I've got to leave you to the arguments. I've taken away. Brady, will you be going in next door?
I will when I'm finished here.
Good. The key was under the lassie's dish in the kennel.
Take it out of there now, then, Fairly Rapid.
Aye.
Myself and Lassie don't hit it off together. I'm not putting my hand in there to have it bitten off.
Well, you needn't worry. She hasn't been let out for the last 3 weeks while I was away. Pop wants me to drive him to buy calves, Jack.
And your first day back, is
Yes.
Is there no rest at all for you?
Oh, that's my punishment, he says, for skiving off for 3 weeks on him.
Alright, fecky, why'd you let him drive himself?
Oh, he doesn't mind driving, he says, but he hates driving in traffic. Driving. There's a few shirts hanging on the chair in the kitchen as well. You might run an owl iron on them. I have a date tomorrow night.
Oh, socks and underwear as well, I suppose.
Yeah, socks and underwear too, but don't bother ironing them. Who'll be looking at them, Jack?
Where are you going?
I don't know. Long one, I'd say, because he told me to bring some night clothes with me. Listen, man. Oh, Bridie. The television, the colour has gone in it again, so I rang the television shop. They said they'd send up someone later on to have a look at it. Is that all right?
All right.
See, Jack.
Right. Call into the church and say a prayer for your mother.
Tin of Irish fresh feckin' hair. You'll take that, Brady. If anyone sees me with that joke, they'll think I'm mad.
Souvenirs, didn't he say? I'll put them over here beside yourself. Now, is that grand?
Yes.
Don't they look nice there now together beside her?
I do.
Tell us, how many bitties do you think of that now be in a sod?
In a sort of talk.
Yeah.
200 maybe.
And how many sods then would you have in a load?
Look, I don't know, 2,000, 2,500, even in the Midland load, something like that.
500,000, that's $500,000. Multiplied by 3, that's $1.5 million.
For what?
For a load of talk.
Yes, we'll soon all have to change over to oil in that case.
$1.5 million for a load of talk. God almighty, and all the acres above we have lying idle around. You know what it is now, Jacqueline. But we're living in the wrong country entirely, so we are.
Bridie, where's the polish inside? Jesus, I have a date and the shoes are awful grubby.
Oh, but you're all dressed up.
Bridie, come on, have a date, please.
Look, there's plenty of polish there in the press under the sink.
I couldn't find it anywhere.
Come back, I'll put it down on for you.
Oh, fair play to you, Bridie. You know what, you're an old doll.
I know I'm an old doll, but I wish you wouldn't keep saying it.
Didn't mean it like that. Meant it as a compliment.
What time is the date?
Oh, it's Carol's birthday tonight, and I told her I'd take her out to dinner at the lodge. 7:30. Oh, Jesus, it's 8:15.
Carol Meehan won't be fresh then.
I know, I rang to explain, but the mother answered the phone.
Oh, or the mother dealing with the shingles and the grand accent.
She said Carol got tired waiting for you, Martin, so she went off with some of her real friends to the lodge for a few drinks. I'll catch them down there, won't I?
Don't be in any hurry now then. Relax, the night is young. If she waited this long, another hour won't kill her. Keep them waiting, that's the secret.
Do you think so?
I know so.
That'll be alright. You're alright. Here, where's Uncle Jack?
Fishing. Couldn't wait to try out that new fishing tackle you got him. Where were ye?
Oh, Bun bloody Clody. Who the hell ever heard of going down to Bun Clody to buy a few calves?
Where's that?
Halfway around the world, that's where it is. Wexford. Crossing every bloody main road in the country, and you could just have easily have gone down to Clare or Limerick or somewhere.
Then they must be getting bargains down there.
Bargains be arse. Talking shite to every farmer in Wexford.
Rubbish!
Talking rubbish to every farmer in Wexford. And the weather back in 1798. The awful rain.
It's called intellectual conversation.
Yeah. Look at this fucking girl put
friggin'!
in this frigging yard, pulled us in outside that load, looks at me windscreen and says, "Your tax is out of date, sir." "It isn't my car," I said, "it belongs to the gentleman in the passenger seat." "Yeah, but it isn't the gentleman in the passenger seat that's driving the vehicle," says he. Frigging redneck. Two summonses, one for displaying an out-of-date tax disc, and another one for not displaying a current tax disc. We didn't end up paying for them too, Bridie.
The television man called.
Did he? Well,
He said the outset wasn't worth fixing, £90. She'd nearly buy a new one for that.
well, Pop won't buy a new one, that's for sure. Black and white or colour, it's all the same to him, he says.
It's all the same to him. What does he mean by that?
Don't know. I suppose he means if I want a colour telly, I'll buy a colour telly. More expensive.
That's how he has it, sure.
That's what?
Money.
You reckon he has, Bridie?
Have it. Thousands. Sure, if you don't spend it, you have to have it.
Well, I tell you, there'll come a day when someone will spend it for him.
But when that day comes, I'll make sure that someone is you. Do you hear me? Check with Gilmore. P.T. won't live forever, you know, with that dodgy half of his. Make sure there's a will.
I already did.
And
he said there was one in my favour.
did you see it?
No.
Well, make sure you do. Gilmore now is as crooked as P.T. and promise me you'll look after your affairs.
Promise, I promise.
John Delaney was his right-hand man, you know, while you were gone. Dancing attendance on him left, right and centre. Isn't he your cousin?
He's a far-out cousin, Bridie.
They might be as far out now as you think. Watch them. The Griffins are a strange breed. You don't want to end up like your Uncle Jack.
No. God, I feel bad about that, Bridie.
Don't feel bad. Take care of yourself. Let others look after themselves. That's what I say. Here.
Good on you. No, you're an out.
Don't say it.
You're an out, Bridie.
Aren't you pushing on a bit now anyway to be going around the country after young ones like a silly teenager? Isn't it time you were settling?
What do you mean by settling?
Settling down and getting married.
Bring a woman into pop, is it? God, I don't think so. Anyway, the last time I tried settling down, as you put it, it didn't quite work out.
Do you mean you did it before?
Yep, years ago when I was in college in the States, fell in love with this 19-year-old, madly in love, moved into an apartment together, gave up my studies to support her. I went working in the Bronx in construction with these Irish guys. God, I tell you, Mom wasn't too impressed.
Do you mean you're divorced?
Not divorced. We didn't get married, we just lived together.
Live together?
Yeah, we lived together for 6 years. Then things just grew apart and split up. All right, American girls are all gold diggers, Bridie, anyway. Not that there was ever an awful lot of gold to be dug out of me, I'll tell you. Irish girls are an awful lot different. They're not interested in money at all.
I have news for you then.
All Irish girls want to do, Bridie, is to party and to have a good time.
Why wouldn't they, as long as they get some ass to lavish money on them?
Yeah. In my case, sure, it has nothing to do with money, Bridie, has it? Sure, look at me. Wouldn't any Irish girl be delighted to have the likes of me? Huh? A pauper with prospects. 6'1", bone and muscle. And good looking into the bargain.
Oh, God's gift.
To look at me now, you wouldn't think that I was 4 weeks premature, would you?
Would you?
Sean Martin Griffin. Born 4th of April 1959, Queen of Heaven Hospital, Long Island. Weighed in 6 pounds 2 ounces.
Sean, is it?
Yeah, that's my first name. Called me Martin after Mam's Pop. You know the story between Pop and herself, they didn't get onto it. It seems Pop kept calling over to Grandad's house trying to force her to come back with him after she left. That's when she decided to immigrate, I guess. Avoid all the hassle.
A wise move. You couldn't live with Petey.
Bridie, what sort of man was Grandad Griffin?
What do you want to know that for?
No, it's this crap between Uncle Jack and himself. I mean, I know he changed his will in Pop's favour, but why did he do that? I mean, Uncle Jack was the eldest.
All I know is that he was a contrary old weasel. But why he did what he did, well, that's not for me to say now. That's something you'll have to ask Petey or your Uncle Jack.
Oh, that's dangerous territory, I'm afraid.
Yes, dangerous territory. Better to let the past rest in peace. We're all safer that way.
That's the problem about living around here, though, Bridie. You can't let the past rest in peace, because it's all around you.
But it doesn't do, you know, to go delving into the past at all. I saw a fella here 20 years ago, back from Australia, a distant cousin of my own he was. The Lord saves tonight, and he turned the parish upside down, so he did, looking for his ancestors. Asking questions, reading headstones, reading births, deaths, marriage certificates, until he traced his ancestors back to the 17th century.
Wow. God, he must have been delighted.
Well, he was not. It all stopped when he went to England and found out he was a direct descendant of Oliver Cromwell. And Australia was then 1 week later, and they find him dead in the backyard. That's roots now for you. What would you do?
Sure, there's no connection. He could have died from natural causes.
Natural causes. When did you ever see a man dangling from a tree by your foot?
I suppose so. Hey, a distant cousin of your own. That means you're related to Oliver Cromwell.
Now, it's something I go around boasting about.
Oh, hey.
You can laugh at me if you like. We all have skeletons in the closet, you know.
Me included?
Well, yes, you included.
Go on, pick that up all that.
The fisherman returned. And you know, Uncle Jack.
I said I'll keep fishing till nightfall till I get one, and I was just about to give up when this little beauty.
Now we just stop. I don't mind dating them, but I'm not going to look them for you. You can do that yourself.
What you want to date?
No, I had, but we were back late.
Oh.
We ran into the Tour de France on the way home.
Did you go to France to buy cars?
Yes, Bridie. Bon Clody, Jack.
Yeah. Turn right at the Eiffel Tower and you're there. And the tail. The riverbank can be a hungry spot.
Take that off. You're going eating.
Might as well take one of them myself.
You wait away. Did you not have anything to eat on the way back?
No, of course it did. Your pop took me into Mother Hubbard's on the way down to treat me. A bowl of soup and a roll mean bollocks.
You stop that kind of language with it. Do you know what, I'm surprised that any decent girl has anything to do with you at all.
Decent girls? Sure, what do they do with decent girls? They're no crack at all, are they, Jack?
That's more of it now. That dirty old talk you have going on. And it's effing this and effing that. You'd none of that to know when you came back here at all. Listening to you, I suppose. And that lovely accent you had, that's all gone now, too. Well, that's one thing now you can say about Americans then. They might be loud, but they don't be swearing.
Yeah. I'm stronger than me.
Make tea if you want it.
I'll just stick with the milk, thanks. Right, did you have an accident?
Accident?
The bandage on your finger.
Ah, just nicking the old rat trap. By the way, the cot right.
No, she's still intact.
I'm sorry.
Will you stop the fussing, will you? Do you know what it is? If you said a prayer to the Blessed Virgin, you might get better results.
You're lucky, Jack, you could have cut the finger clean off yourself.
Well, you could. Like Patty and Shack years ago, going around now with only 4 fingers on his right hand.
You wake old fingers anyway.
Of course, if it happened nowadays, they could sew it right back on again.
And they couldn't find it, sure. Because they did so jumping and running around the place. When he went back to find the figure, it was gone. They made out the cat, ate it. Actually, you couldn't sew it back on.
I couldn't you? Sure, they can sew anything back on now. It's as common as pulling a tooth. Isn't it, Jack?
Oh yeah, please.
So they can even sew other things back on too, can't they, Jack?
They can, yeah, they can.
Can they?
Yeah, can.
Like what?
Like what now?
Like a man's ear, Uncle Jack.
Your man first. Oh yeah, Holyfield with the ear off. Picked it up out of him Friday, brought him to the hospital, stitched it back on, right as rain.
I don't believe.
Oh yeah, I read it in the paper. Oh, all right.
They can sew other things back on too, can't they, Jack?
They can.
Like what?
Like what now?
Like what yourself, Uncle Jack?
Like a man's. You know.
Are you serious?
I read that in the paper too. Hello.
She was driving down the motorway Friday. She cut it straight up and threw it out the passenger's window.
He got the car and grabbed it and put it nice and brought it back to the hospital and took him straight into casualty, stitched it back on again, and Bob's your uncle.
That's how we talk out here now. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Right, Friday, I'm ashamed.
I apologise to you, Bridie. We won't say another word, will we, Jack?
No, we won't.
Well, don't. Tell us about that American fella that lost his...
I didn't want to talk about that.
Well, I don't, but I'm just interested from a medical point of view.
What exactly do you want to know, Bridie?
Did it work again now?
It's what? It's what?
It's gazebo.
Well, Bridie, I don't know about the other thing, but you know that he could go to the toilet again.
That's enough now. I'm off out of here. Clear that table away, I'll tell you, when you're finished. Do you hear me? More you would like to call into the church and say a prayer for the Blessed Virgin for your poor mother.
Blessed Virgin? Wouldn't I be quicker going straight to the Boston? So
Listen, that's the lady now that'll get things done, I'm telling you. And listen, I leave you now. You can have that private chat we were talking about.
Private chat. What do you mean by that?
just something I wanted to have a talk to you about.
Oh yeah?
Well, you know this crap between Pop and yourself, Jack?
Oh, look, you're not going to go into that again. We've been down that road.
Yeah, for all the good it did me.
Look, it doesn't concern me.
Of course it concerns me.
No, it doesn't. It was a long time ago and it was just between him and me.
It was between you and him then 40 years ago, but now I'm here, stuck playing piggy in the bloody middle
Well,
with you.
nobody asked me to play piggy.
Ah, no, sure. But now because I'm in here having a few words with you, Pop won't talk to me for 3 or 4 days.
Maybe you shouldn't come in here anymore.
Ah, sure. Then I'll be getting the cold shoulder from you.
No, Martin, you know I wouldn't treat you like that.
Back, Uncle Jack. I was 3 years in this godforsaken place before you even said a word to me, and then only because I found you in a heap on the side of the road when you fell off your bicycle. You remember?
Yeah, I remember. It wasn't that I had anything against you now, it was just that I didn't know you, that I was scared and frightened of you.
Frightened for me? Why were you frightened for me?
I don't know, it was just the way I felt.
But why, Uncle Jack?
Why
Why the hell does there always have to be a reason for you? Because I'm nearly 40 years of age, because my mother has only a year to live, because I'm here, don't know who the hell I am, sitting between two stupid ouidas who are either too silly or stupid to leave a past behind them. That's why.
Well, that's what you think, huh?
Yes, that's what I think.
No. I always figured you was a devil may care. I didn't think you cared about this stuff at all.
Ah, Jack, I do care. I care.
Strange. Strange how you can hate your brother so much. Something about being born and reared in the one bed, I suppose. Through so much together since you were kids. Shared things. Your joys and your sorrows. You're closer to him than anybody else. Do anything for him. Die for me. I suppose I did. But when he lets you down, when he lets you down, it eats into your gut, it gnaws at you, so you can never forgive him. After somebody else, maybe you could, because you couldn't give a shite about him anyway. But the brother was different. Sometimes it's a pity you have to grow up at all and not stay kids for the rest of your life.
Well, I don't understand it, that's all. I mean, the two of you guys meet each other every day, for God's sake, and not a word passes between you. How the hell do you do that?
Just brace your jaw, stick your head in the air and look the other way.
Ah, great.
He's not the easiest man in the world to talk to, man, even if you wanted to. Why the hell did you ever come back to this place?
Oh, God, why? Sometimes I ask myself the same question. Circumstances, Jack. My life was going nowhere at the time. Split up with my girlfriend. Mom was going out with this guy I detested. I was angry, I guess, or jealous, or something or other. So I decided I'd come home to my mom's folks to see if I could find myself.
Look, Martin, you don't have to tell me this.
You asked me, remember?
So I did.
Anyway, Pop was just recovering in the hospital from a heart attack at the time. I'd never seen the guy in my life. Anything I'd heard about him wasn't exactly complimentary. I just decided I wanted to find out for myself. Don't know what I expected, Jack. Maybe this great emotional reunion between father and son or something. My God, it wasn't like that, I'll tell you. You know the first thing he said to me when he saw me, Jack?
Yeah?
What the fuck are you doing here? Come to dance in my grave. Then 3 weeks later, I got a note from him at the postman inviting me to come and talk. A lot more friendly. Changed attitude completely. Asked me how I was getting on in America. Told me I was welcome to call or even stay with him if I ever came back again. You know something? In the whole hour-long conversation, he never once mentioned Mom. Anyway, 3 weeks later, I'm back in America and he suffered a relapse. And I got this big letter from him, Jack, inviting me to come and help him run the farm. And as he put it himself, he'd look after me.
You promised to leave the place to you?
Well, not in so many words, but that's what he was hinting at, I guess.
Hints aren't much good to anyone, Martin.
No. Anyway, I discussed it with Mum. She left the decision up to me, so here I am.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, just like. Do you know something though, Jack? She said something to me that time when I was leaving the airport that I'd forgotten about, and she mentioned it again last week.
Yeah? How was that?
She said if things ever went wrong for me around here, if I ever got into trouble, that I should ask Uncle Jack. Why did she say that, Jack?
Look, you'll be late for your date if you don't hurry up now.
Ah, Jack.
What?
There's more to this than land, isn't there?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Just an idea I had all along, and now I'm bloody well sure of it.
How are you so sure?
Because of your reaction there, Jack, that's why.
There is to come out in time.
Yeah.
But will you tell me? We'll see. Come on, I'll get the hell out of here. Me and Ron will be waiting. Jesus, the me and Ron will be waiting. I don't know, maybe they're gone.
Oh.
The rats. The cheese hasn't been touched.
Maybe the cats are earning their keep. Is this yours, is it?
No.
Must be pitying so. That Julian Martin now spent less time gossiping, she wouldn't be mixing things up, wouldn't she? Here, put these into the bedroom.
Fluster today.
Maybe.
Where's the rest of the newspaper?
Isn't the racing page free with the Sun? Why would you be buying the rest of the paper for? There's nothing in the rest of it but soccer and naked women.
Jeez, Braggy, you didn't see my glasses, did you?
They're in the usual place.
The usual place is over there on the mantelpiece.
The usual place in the drawer.
One here for the 2:30 at the colour. Adrian Maguire is up.
On what?
Little woman.
Show me. Four, 6, 8. No use. Fell on her last 2 tricks.
Yes, I don't know, 40 to 1 shot. Maguire is not riding her for nothing.
And their ass never won a Grand National, you know. Even with Lester Piggott on board. Here, let me see. When it comes to punting now, you're about as useful as a bull in a sheep farm. Here, 5 cross doubles, are you in?
How much will it cost me?
I don't know. I feel kind of lucky today. Maybe we'll splash. How about a 5?
Does that include commission?
Look at, if you're that begrudging, why don't you pick the bloody things yourself?
Morning. What the hell happened to you?
Just a bit of a disagreement, that's all.
The PT, what's PT?
My jacket was with Johnny Delaney and a few of the lads down at the disco.
Over the meeting one, I suppose.
Yeah, indirectly, righty.
Indirectly. There's no indirectly with that one. If there's any trouble and she's stuck right in the middle of it.
She wasn't stuck in the middle of it. Just got into a bit of a problem with defending Pat Raftery. She got caught in the crossfire, that's all. The bloody will ring her and apologise now.
Well, don't go doing any such thing. If you do that now, you'll be dancing attendance on her for the rest of your life.
Bridie, I think I can look after this one myself, if you don't mind.
Look let her wait. That's my advice to you now.
Let him handle it himself, for God's sake.
All right, go on. Sure, I can happen at all to you. Go ahead.
Here, private there, if you don't mind.
Into the bedroom, you. not going in there with that lad.
Why not?
I have my reputation to think about. And I'm not going outside. And I'm not going sitting in the toilet again either.
Fine so.
God almighty. Nothing bread.
Did you stuff the bottle ready?
I did.
Hello? Hello? Hello, Carol. Carol, it's Martin. Hello? Carol, it's Martin. Oh, morning, Mrs. Meehan. How are you? Yes, I know she has a swollen eye. I'm sorry. I just want to... No, just be a minute, Mrs. Meehan. No, there'll be no trouble. Thanks very much, Mrs. Meehan.
Yeah, queen.
Hello? Carol, it's Martin. Hello. Listen, I'm sorry, but... No. No, I wasn't. I was not jealous that you're with Johnny Delaney. Oh, that's great. If I'm jealous, I'm wrong, and if I'm not jealous, I'm wrong. Jesus, I can't win. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, look at what Pat after he started to look. Carol, he's a hairdresser. His hair is nicely trimmed. He keeps himself well groomed, but that's no excuse for Johnny to go calling a bloody pansy. No. And no, we'd have let that go too, except a half an hour later. What does Johnny do? Comes over, asks him to dance. Jesus, that deserves a bit. I know you got a black. I know you got a belt in the eyes.
Well, 'tis good enough.
Will you shut up? No, not you, Carol. Brian was eavesdropping. Listen, Carol, we wouldn't have started it only if we knew there was 6 and there's only 2 of us, for God's... I know you. I'm sorry. I know about your... I know I broke Johnny's jaw, but Jesus, I have a swollen eye and a split lip. Carol, my mother is sick. I'm not in the best of form. I'm not using it as a friggin' excuse. Your mother writes about me all along, won't she? Oh, yeah. Warned you about fellas like me, did she? Here. I'll tell you what, Carol. You can tell your mother to go and jump in Loch Corrib. And I hope Johnny and yourself have a great time snogging with his wired up jaw for the next few weeks. And tell your mother from Bridie and myself that we hope her shingles clear up real soon. Yeah, inside the next 5 years anyway. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Bitch. Dumped you, did she?
Yeah, she dumped me.
Great news!
Great news.
Thought you liked her.
I sort of thought I did myself too, but well, I called in to see herself last week and I saw the mother. I said, well, Christ, if that's what Carol is going to look like in 30 years, I'm out of here anyway. Anyway, it's getting a bit too expensive to run, Jack, anyway.
Oh?
Worse than the car outside, for God's sake.
That too.
Nothing but peanut fucking collad is a £3.
Great guess.
Peanut friggin' collad is a £3 fucking 20 last. Jesus, that's £40 a gallon, Jack.
As against £3 a gallon.
For what?
For petrol, for the car.
Yeah. At least you could get somewhere in the car.
Will you stop that now? Stop the talk. For God's sake, stop. Did you ring your mother?
No.
No, you didn't. You spent a half an hour on the phone to that Meehan one and that old bitch you were mother of. And no talk at all for your poor mother 3,000 miles away in the flat of her back. Well, that's an Irishman if ever I saw one.
Oh, you really right.
Well, wait.
Now,
Well, do.
I bloody now.
The cursed phone is here.
No. He doesn't need that. He has to use the one in the house to ring you, yeah.
technology and maths into a small yoking like that, and you can have a hell of a round. Which is like the yoke we have for the television.
Yeah, really useful little gadget. You know, Bridie, I was reading about a fella in England last year who bought one of those to bring into his coffin with him.
His coffin?
Yeah. Thought he might be buried and he not dead at all.
How would he be buried and he not dead?
He had this awful fear of falling into a trance and how all the appearances of being dead and that he might wake up 6 foot under and smothered. So he took precaution.
Well,
he wrote it into his will for the undertaker to put one of those yokes into the coffin with him just in case.
and you did what?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're a great man. You know everything about the start of a story, and I'm going to tell you.
No, right, you don't understand, you see. He spent the last 6 weeks of his life in a coma in hospital. And nobody ever thought about paying the bloody phone bill. They cut him off.
So we'll never know now, will we?
No, we won't.
It wasn't that a kind of a daft idea, no?
That's it, yeah.
Are you back for this yoke, are you? Here. Bertha.
Don't have to matter, Martin.
Mom, Jack. Should have said that last night. She's dying, Jack. She's dying.
Find dust and dust. It's the dust thing anyway. Because they expect you not to home and ever allowed, you know. Ashes, more ashes and more. That's it! Jeez, the way! Oh! Say, Taffeta. Is it enough to be scared out of my wits by a rat besides having you here as well?
Are you calling me a rat?
Look, he's over there.
Dead or alive?
I don't know, so I didn't wait to find out, did I?
A fine big one too. Well, open up. There, sizzling away. That's the end of him.
Do you like doing that kind of thing?
Easiest way of getting rid of him. Save the bother of digging a hole to bury them.
You shouldn't be here, you know. If Jack finds you.
He's not here. His bite's gone.
If he comes back, there'll be trouble, and I don't want to talk between the pair of you.
Look, there's only one thing brought me here. Otherwise I'd never set foot in this cowshed. Just tell me when he is and then I'll go.
What do you want to see Jack for?
Jack in? It wouldn't bother me if I never set eyes on that bastard for the rest of my life. Martin, where's he?
Well, he's not here.
That's obvious.
He's gone.
Well, you won't test my patience. Where's he gone?
Do you mean he didn't tell you?
I haven't seen him since yesterday evening. When?
He's gone to America.
America? Isn't he just baffled it?
His mother died last night.
What? Died?
He's gone to bring her home.
Jesus Christ! What are you saying?
She took a turn for the worse yesterday.
Why wasn't I told?
What are you shouting at me for? It is none of my bloody business.
You're damn right it's none of your business, but it's my business. Christ, my wife dead.
Ex-wife.
And every bitch's pup on the road knowing about it but myself. And he bringing her home here.
It was Martin's decision.
Oh, yes. His decision. But I'm sure he got great help arriving at that decision, didn't he?
What do you mean by that?
In here, plotting and planning.
poisoning them against me.
Look, if he has turned against you, it's your own fault. It has nothing to do with Jack. You did all the poisoning yourself.
I have the right to know.
Yes, you have, and if you want information, go down to Father Harry and he'll tell you all about it. But you better not be here when Jack comes back, I'm telling you.
What the hell do I care about Jackie?
Well, why don't you tell him yourself now? He's here.
You were looking for me.
Oh, that down over there, the trouble.
Well, it's trouble you're looking for, I'll give you a tap.
One more step and you'll be
Stop.
You're on my patch now.
Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Go back, Jack! Go back! I'm telling you now, go back, Jack! Put it down. Put it down, I said. Put it down. You haven't taken a poker to a man in his own house. Put it down! It's more like it. Now, why don't you try and settle your differences like two civilized human beings? And if you fail, you can carry on and murder each other for all I care. As far as I'm concerned, this world would be a better place without the pair of me in it anyway.
You won't stay, you're welcome.
I wouldn't stay a second longer than I have to in this second place.
I should have killed you years ago.
Well, why didn't you then?
And many a day abroad in the hayfield I had to hold myself back from sticking the fork to me.
Go on, tell me why didn't you? You didn't have the ball.
I didn't want to send you to hell.
Aren't you awful sure that it's down the hill I go?
To die without the priest and all them sins on your soul.
Oh, and what might those things be now? Oh, yeah, cheating my elder brother out of his inheritance.
You go straight down and I wouldn't have that on my conscience.
Your conscience. It always had to be some noble cause with you. Well, you can save yourself the worry about my soul. I got full forgiveness for that 40 years ago.
No priest around here will ever forgive you that.
So I went to the Franciscan church in Galway, didn't I? Sure, they don't give a shite. What you did? They threw Bob in the mess office for the salvation of your soul, and that's it.
Don't expect me to believe that.
And all I got was 3 Our Fathers, 3 Hail Marys, and 3 Glory Bees. And a pound in the donation box to cover expenses.
Bastard, you screwed your own brother. I never gave it a thought.
'Twas you yourself that fight for the right.
All I ever wanted to do was keep my clout in the head and put him out of his misery.
You had to pour the petrol all over him. But you struck the match.
You made me do it.
And you let him free.
Cross the yard, blazing away. And where does he go? To hit.
1,000 bales of the smoke.
A lunatic you outright called me, and you never stood up for me.
A lunatic couldn't be crushed to run 170.
You condemned me to this hell. I had my own hell.
Do you think it was a bed of roses living with that cantankerous old bastard? And a woman who was never a wife to me?
Leave her out of it.
Bringing her home here, humiliating me. Well, she'll have no place beside me.
She'd never want a place beside you, dead or alive. She'd be married with her own people.
Well, that would be the right place for her. Let them keep her. They kept her from me long enough. So let them stick her in their own house. You went home.
I did. But I came back.
Why?
Just to check.
Have you used it?
That depends
Depends on what?
on who was winning. You
were scared the head out of beating anyway.
I I didn't scare you at all, did I not?
No, you didn't, Brady. You see, I knew the gun wasn't loaded.
Did you? Isn't that where you were wrong now, Jack, isn't it? Great day.
What could be so great about today?
The weather, I mean.
I hadn't noticed.
Great day all the same.
All right, so we all know it's a great bloody day.
Will you sit down, will you? It isn't here yet.
What?
The funeral, it won't be here for a while yet.
The bell, Bridie, the bell.
3 3s and a 9, this and that. The Angelus, the flight from New York was delayed.
How do you know that?
Should I talk to Father Herley, wasn't I? Will you go on and will you say your prayers in the name of God?
Is the sad in, Bridie?
I'm not finished them.
Good God, I only and the word was made flesh yet.
I like to say my prayers slowly and reverently, not rush on the mouth like you, not knowing what I'm saying at all.
Is it all right if I talk now?
Alright.
It was a sad end, I was saying.
Was quick in the end. Maybe she didn't suffer.
She didn't deserve to suffer.
Nobody deserves to suffer.
They say he used to bait her, Bridie.
Who?
Peachy. He used to bait her, Leslie.
And who's they that's doing all the talking?
People.
People should learn to mind their own business and stop poking their noses into other people's affairs. Shouldn't be out of pity for her, they'll be saying it anyway, but out of spite. She wasn't the first woman to be beaten by her husband. She won't be the last, either.
That's why I wanted to kill him.
Why don't you let her rest in peace now?
It's hard.
Why are you so concerned? Didn't she beat you for PT?
No, she didn't, Bridie.
Look at, as soon as you lost the place, she took up and left you high and dry.
That isn't the way it happened, Bridie. It was me, it was my fault. I told her there was no point in carrying on. How could I bring her into a place like this? I had nothing. I told her it was over.
So she took up with him on the rebound, is it?
As a bit.
Or out of revenge?
She was too fine a woman for that, Bridie. A month before she married him, she called here to tell me. She told me that night she could never love him.
Only you, I suppose.
Only me.
And you believed her?
Every word.
Oh, God help your head. Still a lot of fools left in the world. She loved you, is it?
Bridie, you wouldn't say things like that. She told me that night.
Sure she did, and she proved a month later by walking off with your brother and marrying him, and the bitterness was between the two of ye. Don't you think that was a strange thing to do?
You don't understand, Bridie.
No, I do not understand, and I don't think you do either. Were you asked to the wedding, were you?
No, I wasn't.
No, you were not.
But I wouldn't have gone anyway. The morning of the wedding night, I hid off back to Joe Hayes' house and I paid him 15 shillings for 2 bottles of punching. And then I headed for the river. I mean, to throw myself in when I was drunk enough. As I was passing through Joyce's Wood, I tackled the punching and never stopped till I drained every last drop.
From the two of them, is it?
From the two of them. I got plastered.
You didn't throw yourself in all the same.
place to place, sleeping in ditches, side of the road even, drinking myself silly and being chased by every tinker's dog on the road for weeks and weeks.
Till the guards dumped you into the big house.
Preaching on the old lad committed me. Branded me a lunatic. They left me to rot there. They wanted me to work. When I came back here, she was gone back to her father's house.
We never heard from her again.
Never laid eyes on her again. 2 months later, she went off to America. She wrote to me once from there.
One letter, is it?
One. That letter that saved me, Brian.
That saved you, does it?
Could all have been so different with me.
You had your chance, you know.
All I wanted to do was put my arm around her and hear her laughing. Bring her the tea in bed in the morning.
What sort of nonsense is that? Bring her the tea in bed. Isn't it she that should be bringing you the tea in bed? Isn't that what wives are for?
20 years I couldn't get her out of my mind. Always thinking about her.
Driving yourself insane.
No, keeping myself sane, Brady. I planned to kill him several times, but the thought of her always stopped me in the end.
Love, I suppose.
Yes, love.
Love. What's love? Didn't I see them there on the television, don't I? John Wayne and the White Man, and he's dragging Maureen O'Hara across every tissue field. And then baiting the laird out of that lump of a brother of hers. And after all that, hasn't she the tail left ready for him in the table and Yes. And they're the same way there, and at home in a way, don't I see them? Going around, not a stitch of clothes everywhere. And they're roaring at each other most of the time, but sure, they're in love, I suppose.
Started knowing everything nowadays, Brian.
She never knew when you had women at a time. Didn't I see Martin there the same way with the young Meehan one? All paint and powder and he dancing attendance on her, so she has a mass mother now.
Women nowadays are different, Brian.
Women were always the same. It's in their breed. They couldn't be off it. The whole trouble started up there in the garden and there isn't a thing we can do.
Where?
In the garden of Eden. Didn't God show Adam around that garden and he told them they could eat the apples of every tree in that garden except one and to leave that one for himself? Yes, he did. But when herself had all of them apples eaten, was she satisfied? Was she? She wasn't now. And you know well what all them apples can do to you. You know what to feed them. Wind, gas, all that. But was she satisfied, was she? Lovely well was now. Curiosity got the better of her and she had to eat one from the forbidden tree, even though that one was no sweeter than any of the others. Plain contrariness, that's what that was. And then the other levied did what he was told and he ate it. And you know the worst thing about all of that now?
What?
Didn't she go and spy it all for the rest of us? If she minded her own bloody business, we'd all be up in the garden now. You'll see now, so we were as happy as the day is long, not a pain or an ache, and he was, and just running around and laughing and playing like kitties.
Laughing and playing like kitties.
And playing like kitties.
Naked. Didn't have to put any clothes on, but after they'd eaten that last apple.
Who told you that?
I left it at school.
In school?
Yeah, old straw was great for them stories.
Well, it was
Friday, after they ate that dashed apple, they covered themselves with leaves, and then God came and asked them what did they do that for, and who told them they were naked.
Well, I never heard that, so.
Oh, all right. I checked it out in the Bible.
Are you sure it wasn't a Protestant Bible?
The Catholic Bible, all right.
Well, I still don't see the connection, so I will.
What connection?
What going around with no clothes on has to do with eating apples in the first place?
There's lots of things hard to understand. To the west. Pine and over. The west. Maybe I should have married somebody sensible like you, yeah? Would you if I asked you?
And you pining over another woman is what you take my
That was a long time ago. Would you?
Sleep in the one bed with you, is it? And you're tossing and turning thinking of someone else.
Would you, Brian?
Yeah. How could I? I stayed the best part of 30 years looking after the house that didn't I? Just and God knows that I had plenty of offers, I tell you. I couldn't leave them, and my mother died, sure. It was too late, then, sure. Nobody ever came again after that, sure. Nobody ever came after that. Maybe. This I know. Try to snatch himself a small bit.
Thanks, Friday. I won't say the private on Friday. I can't be a hypocrite.
There's nobody asking it, and sure maybe he won't turn up at all.
Think maybe he won't.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit now then.
May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
Oh, it's you, Matt.
Yeah. All on your own, I see.
Yeah. Thought you might be still at the lodge.
No, I didn't care for some of the company down there.
Oh.
Load of spongers and parasites half. Some of them seem to think that my mother's death was a cause for celebration.
A lot of Irish funerals are like that now. Never cared for that sort of carry on myself.
Exactly, Uncle Jack. Sure, I knew well you'd understand. So I bought myself a little bottle of paddy, didn't I? And I left, didn't I? Then I thought to myself, what's the point in having a bottle of whiskey if I haven't some spirit? I mean, I was never a selfish type of person, was I, Uncle Jack?
Did you ever now? Did you ever?
And I said to myself, where do I find someone now that will mourn my mother's death in a truly appropriate and solemn manner? None of that out shouting, singing, telling smutty jokes that's inappropriate at a funeral. I said to myself, Uncle Jack, I'll go home and I'll have a nice, cosy, fireside chat with my Uncle Jack, so
You're always welcome here, Matt, you know that.
I know that, don't I? Appreciate it, don't I?
You sit down there, I'll get you a cup of tea.
No, don't tea.
Just a cup of
I
tea.
don't want tea.
Listen, no, I don't want tea. Sit down.
Sure, haven't I my own little comforter here with me, Jack? I'll go home, I said. Because Jack will be there, sitting on his own, mourning the loss of my mother. Isn't that right thinking now, Uncle Jack?
You're in a strange mood.
Oh, what gave you that impression?
Just the tone of your voice, that's all.
Sorry. I haven't noticed. Sure, the important thing is, Jack, that you noticed, isn't it?
Don't you think you might have enough of that stuff?
You and I want to have a little drink now. Just a little one for me, because, as you so correctly pointed out, I had me skin full already. But a large one for my Uncle Jack.
Oh, thanks, Nat. I never touch it.
Never?
Never.
Well, hardly ever, Jack.
Well, not in the best part of 40 years, I think.
Yeah. 2 bottles a day, man, you were then, by all accounts.
How do you know that?
3 weeks away, trying out 2, I heard.
A lot of bad-minded people around here trying to stir up the passion.
Hit a little nerve there, didn't we?
And you're the last person in the world I'd expect. Throw that at me. I had my own problems at the time.
Marie, and what exactly were your problems, Uncle Jack?
Sick.
Well, here's something to loosen your tongue with, please.
Now, please, why are you doing this to me?
Drink it up! First of all, a toast to my mother. Let's see now, an appropriate toast. How about that little Irish word, sláinte?
Sláinte.
No. Hold on. I can't see you drinking from that mug. So we'll have to give you the glass, won't we, just in case you cheat on me. Sláinte, I'll tell you what. I can't say sláinte, can we? Because that means good health, doesn't it? And we can't say good health because she's dead, right?
Right.
So I'll tell you what. Why don't you propose the toast instead, Uncle Jack?
Oh.
Yes, you, Uncle Jack, you're the toast. You're the host here, I'm only the guest. So you propose a toast to my mother.
How about a happy resting place to her that passed away?
Very appropriate. Very appropriate, except we'll have to be a little bit more specific than that now, won't we? Because her that's passed away could refer to thousands of women that passed away in the past few months. So you'll have to mention the good woman by her name, Jack.
Happy resting place to Joan, who died last month.
To Joan Griffin.
Joan Griffin. Died last month.
Yes. Amen. Well, isn't this nice and cozy, Jack? Eh? Sitting around the fireside having a nice, cozy fireside chat with my favourite Uncle Jack, drinking a bottle of whiskey and true Irish tradition. Sure, what could be more perfect, huh? Except there's something missing, Jack, isn't there? Tell me what's missing, Uncle Jack.
I don't know.
A storyteller. A storyteller, that's what's missing. What's that Irish word for storyteller, Jack?
Shanachie.
Shanachie. Why don't you be the Shanachie, Jack?
I'm not very good at telling stories or playing games for that bloody man.
Well, in that case, it's up to me, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
So would you like to hear me tell a story, Jack?
Depends on you.
Depends on me. No, it depends on not me wanting to say it, but whether you want to hear it. So do you want to hear me tell a story, Jack?
Yes, I do.
Well, good, drink up then, because, Jesus, this is a good story. You see, once upon a time there were 2 brothers. Jackie, the eldest brother, and Petey, the youngest brother. Their mother died when Jack was only 13. So Jack's father kept him at home from school, didn't he, to work on the farm. But he sent Petey away to school, didn't he, to be educated. Years passed by. 2 sons and the father working the farm together. One big happy family, or so it seemed anyway. But that wasn't really the way it was it, Jack? Well,
It was.
so why don't you finish up the story yourself?
You're doing such a damn good job of it, I did to spoil it, I did.
Good. Drink up then. Because now the story gets really interesting, Jack, because now you see into the two things that cause most division in Irish family life, the two things that tear Irish families apart more than anything else, Jack. Land and women. Our Jack held all the aces, didn't he? Our Jack had the land, so the woman would be his, wouldn't she? Except Peteen held the biggest ace of all, didn't he? Because Peteen was smart and educated, and Peteen was the daddy's pet, and our Jack was dull and dim-witted, wasn't he? But when Jackie burned down the hay barn and half the bloody house as well, this story changes very dramatically, doesn't it?
That's not the way it happened.
Well, that's the way I was told it.
Well, you have it wrong.
Well, if I have it wrong, why don't you put it right?
What?
Over to you, Jack. You finish the story for me now.
Left doesn't concern me.
What do you mean it doesn't concern me? I'm up to my tonsils in it. Now tell me!
Sure, I lit the match, but he did make me do it. Lunatic, the old lad called me. Throw me out here. Oh, shit was too good for me.
Look, I don't give a damn about that part of it, Jack. Tell me about the woman, Jack. Tell me about Joan, Jack. About Joan Griffin, my mother, and your ex-girlfriend of 2 years that you so neatly forgot to tell me about.
Split up after that. Short time. Later, she took up her Pete.
Oh, he split up, just like that.
Well, how could I bring her into a goddamn place like this? I had nothing. I was a servant boy going cap in hand to the old lad for the price of a packet of cigarettes. Or after you bound to go to a dance. 18 sneering at me behind me.
Yeah, and you hitting the bottom.
I was upset.
Oh, and then you made this big noble sacrifice, didn't
It was her I was thinking of all along.
Jeez, we have a martyr on our hands now, so we have. But it didn't stop you planning your revenge, did it?
You wanted to kill. Wanted to squeeze the life blood out of me.
Yeah. But you thought of it that way, didn't you, Jack?
Jimmy,
Tell me why my mother left Petey.
I don't know. It wasn't nice to her. He better. I don't know.
You don't know. Well, let me refresh your memory, Jack. My mother was 4 weeks pregnant with me when she married Petey, wasn't she? Wasn't she? And here's something else to refresh your memory too. My birth cert, what does it say? What? Sean Martin Griffin. Sean Martin Griffin. Sean Martin. Sean's the Irish for isn't it? My father's name, Peter Griffin. But he's not my father, Jack, is he? Is he? Whose name should be on that birth cert, Jack?
Can't tell you.
Harry, you can't tell me that. There's no bloody big secret, is it? Even the dogs in the street know it, for Christ's sake, don't they? Tell me why Johnny Delaney pissed us aboard on the pub tonight, started shouting across to me about whores bastards that should go back to America. And when I challenged him and said that it was me who was referring to his other jaw he wired me to, do you know what he said to me? Do you know what he said to me? He said, go home and ask your Uncle Daddy, and Uncle Daddy will explain all.
Wish I could tell you, but I can't.
Don't have to tell me now. I know. You know the thing that sickens me most, Jack? You weren't man enough to tell me yourself, so you weren't. You know why? Because you're pathetic, Uncle Jack. You're pathetic. But I suppose you're happy now, aren't you, in your own little baby? Because you had the revenge on the revenge. I loved you. What did you do with her, Dad? Can't get over twist parts of that, did you? Don't fucking don't! I never got to see her alive, Jack. She died 2 hours before I went to the hospital. Love you, man. Happy with that. She wanted to see me so badly, Aunt Kate said, because she had something important to tell me. Something she'd wanted to be telling me for years. Do you know what her final words were, Jack? She said, "Tell Jack that it's time. Tell Jack that it's time." She said that. Yeah. Dying words. Tell Jack it's time. And I suppose it is. No need for me to tell you. To tell yourself. All there. Where are you going? Out. I need air after all that pushing. It'll be all right. It'll be along by and by. You, Jack. I hope this letter finds you in good health. I tried to see you before I left, but nobody seemed to know where you were. Something important to tell you. Now I think it's only fair that you should know. My baby was born 3 days ago, Jack. Mine and yours. Baby boy. I found out I was carrying your child. I couldn't live with Peter anymore. And that's why I left. Peter will be named as the father, but I want you to know he'll be christened Sean Martin Grifton after his real father. Please don't be angry with me, Jack. I need to protect our son. I know he will suffer in the memory of the love we had for one another. I doubt if we'll ever meet again, Jack, but you'll always have a place in my heart. And I know that someday you'll see your son, and when you do, promise me that you'll cherish him as your own flesh and blood. I know that you'll choose the correct circumstances to tell him who his real father is. Bye, and God bless you. Love. Love, John. Listen, what? No, you go ahead. No, you go. I'm just saying I'm sorry about the whiskey last night. Oh. How are you feeling? Oh. Hey, stomach. Right, his tongue didn't help either. Give you a bad time, did she? Yeah, bad time. She said I smelled like Jameson's distillery. Jameson's distillery. Her very words. Jameson's distillery. And I
I thought we were drinking paddy all along.
Here, have a smoke.
Nah, never touch it. Not for 40 years. Now, what the hell I'd have on now? You know us, Nathan?
Right?
Yeah. I told her. We're driving you to the airport.
Pat Raftery.
That's the hairdresser fella, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the hairdresser. Kicked me out, you know. Told me never to come back again.
PT?
Yeah. PT.
Don't know what to say.
Me neither. What does a son say to a father at a time like this?
What does a father say to a son? Seemed easier to talk to you when you were my nephew.
You seemed more like a father to me when you were my uncle, if you know what I mean.
A bit confusing, isn't it?
Yeah. But you brought me into this world. That has to count for something, you know.
I don't know now. In the younger days, I often dreamed what it'd be like to have a son. None of us parts of it. Someone to worry about rather than always worrying about myself.
You had a son all along.
But I know I had, but it didn't seem as if I had, not officially.
It's very official now.
I don't know how to handle it now, that's the problem. 20 years ago it might have been different, but now it's too late.
You're my father whether you like it or not.
That make it sound so simple. Father isn't a label you pin on people now. Instant father, like coffee, pour hot water and then there. What would I know about being a father to you?
Of course you would. What the hell have you been doing for the past 10 years, for God's sake?
There's more to father than that.
Oh, well, for a man that has so little practice, you know a hell of a lot about the bloody theory.
You don't need a father, and you've done one without long enough, without once and one. No, I could never be a father to you, and
yes, you could. If you wanted to, you could. But maybe you don't want to.
maybe I don't.
Oh, you don't mean that, so you don't.
What the hell would I do? You're all out in the open now. This little slave will start around here now, and I don't know if I can handle that.
To hell with them. It was common knowledge all along anyway, for God's sake.
Both of us?
Yes, even the dogs and the sweet newt.
Who do you know?
Because Pat Raftery told me, and he's a best friend of mine, so don't go using that as an excuse.
I'm not using it as an excuse.
Fine, okay, you're not.
Wait. Look at that. Answer me one question. When you were a young fellow, was I ever around that you could point me out to your friends and say, there's my father? Well,
No. But it's different now.
look at the state of me, for God's sake. Who'd want me as a father? Honestly now, would you be proud to introduce me to your friends as your father, would you?
Look at you're my father, I'm your son, whether we like it
You
or not.
haven't answered my question, would you?
I don't know!
Well, that's a good answer.
Look, I just need time. I need time to think about.
Go home and forget about everybody here.
I cannot forget about it. I can't forget about it because I let man down if I did. I can't forget about it.
Don't. Look, I'll give you a hand with the
There's
bag.
only two of them, for God's sake. don't you think about coming over and visiting me sometime?
Sure, my yacht is only down the road.
There's 20 flights a day there now, for God's sake.
There's never much of a traveller, Matt.
Well, you could start. Look, in a few months' time, maybe, when my mother's estate is sorted out, I'll be taking a few days off, a few weeks off, down on the Jersey shore. Oh, it's lovely down there. The weather is great. So's the fishing.
Trout.
Big Eileen marked us for punishment.
Easy to catch, eh?
Yes. 50 miles out to sea in the middle of the night. And you can see the lights in New York right off in the distance. We.
I was never in a boat in my life, never mind the name.
We.
Might be nice if that happened.
Great. I'll write to you. I'll even send you the fare, you poor old skinflint. Listen. Until we meet again.
Gone.
Yeah.
Is it crying yet?
No. You just missed him.
Indeed, I did not just miss him. Didn't I meet the car going down the road? Didn't he stop and give me a kiss on the cheek? First time I got a kiss in 40 years.
I just come to say one thing. You bastard, you're right.
Down, Jack, will you stop it?
I just want to let you know that no bastard of yours will ever inherit one patch of my property. I swear
Stop, will you let him talk?
I'd sooner give it to a tinker going the road than ever have to will it to someone sired by you and your... Get out of here!
Stop, will you let him have his say, will you?
Have you gone mad?
What difference will it make? Put it down, Jack. Put it down, I said.
Say your piece and then get up. You plotted it on nicely, your son and you. A nice, cosy way to get back what both of you lost. But I was wise to you from the start.
There was no plotting, because all in your watch mind.
I knew who he was the first day he called to see me. He had your shifty eyes that I recognized.
Will you stop it and let him talk?
So I got Gilmore to check him out, that's certain all. And then I was sure. So I said to myself, I'll play their little game. So I took him on board. What the hell did I care? I was using him. He was doing my work for me, and I was getting my own back at the same time. 10 years hitting the sight of him. Because he was mine, yours and hers. But now I have my revenge. I never drew up any will for him. But there will be one as soon as Gilmore gets back from his holidays. And then why don't you ask Johnny Delaney? He'll let you know all about it. And you can be a witness to that bride 11. Let me kill him.
What good did that do?
Have the satisfaction of seeing him squirm like a bloody
Yes.
rat.
Spend the rest of your life regretting it, is it?
That they want it.
Yes. Locked up with all them drug pushers and bank robbers, is it? Jesus, Jack, sometimes I think the only reason for your head is to keep your ears together. Isn't it always better to let a person shoot their mouth off? At least that's when you know what's going to kill. Now we're going to do things my way. Sit down, Jack. You were going to say a prayer to the Blessed Virgin.
What?
I was sparing these for a special occasion, but this is a special occasion. There's no harm in giving them a trial run anyway. Close your eyes and say this.
Close me eyes!
Close your eyes, I said! Say this after me. Sweet Virgin Mary.
Sweet Virgin Mary,
In your infinite wisdom and understanding,
your infinite wisdom and understanding,
I crave your forgiveness
pray for your forgiveness.
for being a miserable, jealous, bitter old pagan all my life.
And for Jesus' sake,
For being a miserable, jealous, bitter old pagan all my life.
for being a miserable, jealous, bitter old pagan on
And I promise to cast out all thoughts of murder and revenge,
promise to cast out all thoughts of murder and revenge,
all forms of calumny and detraction.
forms of what's they?
Never mind what will happen, just go on and say them. All forms of calumny and detraction.
All forms of calumny and detraction,
And fornication.
and fornication.
No questions at all about that. Out of my evil mind for as long as I shall live,
My evil mind for as long as I can live.
and with your divine help and inspiration,
With your divine help and inspiration,
to do all in our power
do all in our power,
for the future well-being and prosperity
the future well-being and prosperity
of young Martin Griffin.
and Martin Griffin.
Amen.
Amen.
How will you stop that?
I tell you if I have a cold, can I?
Try holding your breath or something, will you?
Holding your breath is for hiccups, not for me.
You can add it in the brick wall. Got that down the church now for you. It's sitting there frozen. Wouldn't it kill Father Hallett to put a bit of heat on the church anyway?
It's a hard place to heat when the congregation is small.
Hard place to heat if the heat isn't on.
Two funerals in the 1 week. Strange. Went off well enough, considering.
It did. Considering.
Small old crowd though.
What do you expect? He wasn't the most popular man in the world, was he? The usual, sure, gossipers.
You always get those crowd at the funeral.
Yes, Julie Martin in the seat behind me, whispering, but loud enough for me to hear her, wondering about the results of the inquest. And if the brakes of the tractor were tampered with. Thanks for sending a bit of a Kojak, that's it. Then I shoved the beads under her nose and that put stop to her Christmas night.
Isn't a good thing that bitch you'd be thinking about.
Dee me and another one on that scrap of a daughter of hers, wondering why Martin wasn't back for the funeral and why there wasn't lunch afterwards in the Lodge Hotel. What relation is Johnny Delaney?
Her cousin or so.
Yeah, but someone should have told me you can't read a lesson with your jaws all wired up. Sounded like one of them aliens out of Star Trek. It's a gold digger, I'm telling you, that I saw.
Nothing to do with me writing to his father, Harry Ashton.
Father Harry. The same Father Harry could have pulled back a bit on the sermon too, so he could. What a kind, good living man he was. Good living, if you don't mind. And all he suffered with his hat during his life. Christ, do you think 'twas Matt Talbot we were talking
You're not right now, it's his duty to say things like that at the funeral. Look at let the dead rest in peace now.
That's good coming from you, isn't it? Curse God, good thing you had to say about him in 40 years.
Leave it, Bridie, leave it. We can't harm anyone now.
No, can't handle anyone now.
Thought Martin might have come back to have one lash look.
Isn't he just after going back? Do you think he's nothing for doing but flying back and over here across the Irish Sea every other day of the
The
week?
Atlantic, Bridie.
Well, the Atlantic or the Irish Sea, what bloody sea does that matter? You spent the last 10 years looking at him day in, day out, you mightn't care for a lash look either.
It's a strange ship.
Pete deserved no better.
No. Another heart attack, they'll say. I suppose it was bound to happen sooner or later.
No,
No.
it wasn't a heart attack.
What are you telling me?
It was an overdose.
An overdose. An overdose of what?
An overdose of sleeping pills. What other overdose is there?
Oh, what the hell would Peachy be taking sleeping pills for and he going out driving a tractor in the morning?
2 green pills in the morning for his hat. 2 red ones lashing at night for the sleep. That was Dr. Milan's prescription.
Yeah. Dr. Milan, the doctor with Everton Uncle.
Yes. But with all his technology now, then he failed to diagnose one very important thing.
What was that?
Peating was colourblind.
Colourblind? I didn't know that.
No one knew it, sure. He was too proud to admit it. I only tweeted myself a few weeks ago. Something Martin said about the colour being gone on the television and being all the same to him. We put that down to meanness, but sure, that wasn't it at all.
I couldn't tell the difference.
He couldn't tell the difference. And that's why I had to leave his tablets out for him in 2 separate jars. One marked H for heart on one lid, and the other marked S for sleep.
They mixed them up.
I did. Put the wrong lid on the wrong jar.
Confused.
Yes. Confused. Very easy to get confused, you know, when you're up in years. It can happen to anyone. It'll get confused myself sometimes. It's a nice enough sort of a death anyway, sure, in the end, wasn't it? Other accidents could be far more unpleasant, couldn't they? Like stabbing a man with a pitchfork. But that'd be no accident then, would it? No. It's all worked out now very nice in the end anyway. There's still no will. Gilmore isn't back from his holidays yet. I rang his office. The answer from the ceiling said he wouldn't be back all last week and all this week. Martin is next of kin, so it's automatic. It's all his now.
It's all his now.
Yes. It's all his now.
All his now. Martin isn't coming back anymore, Bridie.
You can manage his affairs from here, can't you?
What the hell would I know about things like that?
You're long enough living in poverty.
Look, Bridie, there
You're
was
not
never
too old to enjoy
any look
yourself
in
yet.
this old place.
There wasn't, but it should have been yours anyway. It should have been yours anyway. What you need now is someone to advise you. A good woman. Sit down here. There's pen and paper for you. An envelope, stamped address and all. Why don't you write to Martin?
What did I tell him?
Tell him that you might do that spotted fishing with him that they're always telling me about.
On the Jersey shore?
Yes, that place, or wherever it is.
Traveling in an airplane, I don't think I could do this in the own right.
It's no bother once you get used to it, you know.
I could never do it on my own.
It's no big deal, I'm telling you.
You wouldn't be fancying a spot fishing yourself, right? Would you?
What in the name of God would I be doing fish?
No bother once you get used to it.
Is that Jersey place and the place near New York, is it?
Near enough. You can see the lights in New York in the distance.
New York.
Yeah.
Fishing. Dad, maybe I could get used to it if I tried.
I could give you lessons if you like.
Why don't you get your old washing ready now for the morning? And I'll bring it down to the long branch at you in Martin. I'll drop a little hint about New York. That'll put that bitch in her box. We have a lot of plans to make.
We have.
We have.
Friday. Next time you're in Galway, you might pop into the Franciscans and drop this into the donation box for me, would you?